Joining us now, director at the street medicine team at St. John's Community Health, Jessica Sanchez. Her organization is the largest provider of healthcare services to undocumented residents of Los Angeles. Jessica and her team were setting up a mobile clinic in MacArthur Park when the armored vehicles and officers arrived. So, Jessica, tell me what you saw.
Yeah, we were providing medical services to patients at MacArthur Park, patients that tend to be homeless, that have very low resources, people that have a lot of problems with addiction, with mental health illness, chronic conditions, diabetes, hypertension. When we started seeing a bunch of trucks arrive kind of far away in the middle of the park, we weren't sure who they were. But then we started to see a helicopter. We started to see much more military vehicles arrive on scene, and we quickly noticed that it was ICE. So we remained calm. We're providing medical services to people that need it. So we didn't feel the need to leave yet. Things were calm, but then as my team was near one of the military officers, they started cursing at them and told them to leave the premises. They pointed a rifle at her, at two of my team members, and it became a very scary situation. So after that, they came over to the site where we were at. We continued to work a little bit more, but then more and more military vehicles began to surround our van and our site where we were giving medical services to patients, and they told us to leave. They told us to pack everything, get in the van, and leave.
Why? Why did they want you to leave? Did they give you a reason?
We weren't sure. But they were evacuating everyone from the park. They were telling everybody to leave. We were not sure why.
Could you see what they were doing? I mean, did you see any arrests? It's a lot of officers storming a park. Were they there for a reason?
There was no arrest whatsoever, and I kept on looking all over the park, waiting, expecting to see people getting abducted by these military officers, and I never saw it. It just seemed like they were just very overpowering. They were showing a lot of force all over the park. They started to come down in horses, fully armed. It felt like we were like in the middle of a war. I never thought I would experience anything like this in Los Angeles.
What's it been like in Los Angeles? I mean, you give healthcare to homeless people, sometimes undocumented people, people who need it and can't get it otherwise. Have you sensed a change in LA over the past few weeks?
We have. Typically, MacArthur tends to be a park that's filled with a lot of people. And on Monday morning, yesterday, when we arrived, it was way emptier than it typically is. We didn't know why, though. But we still set up and our medical booth to provide services. And then soon after, that's when, about an hour in, that's when all these National Guards started to arrive. But we have been seeing the streets more emptier than normal. And that goes for people of all ethnic backgrounds, Americans, everyone, immigrants, everyone all together. I think there's a huge sense of fear in the street.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of reporting on that, heard a lot from my friends who live in Los Angeles, that the city just feels changed. Jessica Sanchez, thank you so much, and thank you for what you do. My brother was a part of a street medicine group for many years, and I know you guys do a lot of really good work for people who need it. Thank you again, Jessica.
Thank you.